My name is Marsha Shuler. I'm president of the National Federation of Press Women. NFPW is currently closely monitoring activities in Washington, D.C. in regard to passage of federal shield law legislation. Its passage is critical to communicators in all fields. We are closely monitoring it, as I said, and today we have with us Tonda, First Amendment legal counsel for NFPW, who is going to fill you in on some of the activities that are happening there and give you some ammunition for going and talking with your U.S. senators who will be voting on this, we hope, in the near future.
Thank you, Marsha. This is great timing to talk about this S448, which is the Free Flow of Information Act. Should be coming to the Senate floor, I hope, this fall. You know, NFPW's worked on this for several years now. And it's because over the past 20 years, almost every state, and certainly Louisiana, your own state's one of these, have had laws passed to give journalists the right to gather their information without being constantly in fear that they'll be hauled into court to have to testify. And it's important because journalists are in the business of gathering information. And it's easy for lawyers to say, oh, well, we've got a case, we'll bring the journalists in and see what they know. But it causes a lot of problems, as you know.
With all the states lining up with some type of protection for journalists, what's the problem in Washington today? I know the House has passed it. It seems like the logjam is in the U.S. Senate.
It has been in the Senate. I think the Senate's very slowly working its way out of its concerns, but the federal government's got some issues that aren't as common in the states. For example, we've had to kind of talk through how terrorism and terrorism laws might be affected by this law. And we're working very hard to find the right balance to make sure that the justice system has the ability to find out what it needs to know. But journalists can continue to do their business without being called into court every 2 or 3 days. And you know how disruptive that would be. It affects your sources. It affects the way the public trusts you. It sort of turns the journalist kind of into an arm of the government, none of which is good. And so we're eager to have the federal government do what the states have done, and that's pass this law.
What can our NFPW members do to facilitate that?
I think a lot of people in Congress think this is a big press issue, big press, I mean like the New York Times. But you know, and you've been through these in your own newspaper, that it affects newspapers and broadcasters and bloggers of all sizes in their day-to-day work. And all of them need to let their senators know how important this is, not only just to the journalists, but to their readers and their listeners and the people that are following their blogs.
Can we direct them also to our NFPW website for more information on this, nfpw.org?
Yes, we have some talking point slides, which will be on the website posted next to this video. You're always welcome to call NFPW and ask for more information. Find us on Facebook at NFPW, First Amendment Network, or Marsha, you're the First Amendment chair.
Yes, I am, and if people want to get in touch with me, my email is mshuler@theadvocate.com.